If you clicked on this video, you're probably on the fence about buying Melvor Idle. Whether it's because of the price or just because the game looks so complicated on the surface, this video should help you make that decision on your own. Now this video is not an ad or any kind of promotion for the game, so everything I say is my own thoughts and opinions. Let's get into the overview. Melvor Idle is an idle game heavily inspired by RuneScape. The entire game is based around leveling up both combat and non-combat skills to get stronger and take on harder content, all in the attempt to get even better drops. The game does have a lot of content. Each skill has very in-depth systems that make sure that you have plenty of stuff to do without getting bored. It is an idle game, so a lot of things will require overnight grinding and some things can take multiple days to get. The game also can get pretty complicated, but it has a very good wiki and a lot of things in the game are connected to the wiki, so you can click on a button and it will take you directly to the page. It also has a pretty decent tutorial that teaches you a lot of the basic systems of the game. There are many monsters and dungeons for you to challenge, all with their own unique drops for all three unique classes: melee, ranged, and magic. You do have to level all three separately, but it's not super aggravating because you can get through most of the early and mid game content with only melee gear. If you're a completionist like me, the game has a lot of good achievements and helpful in-game tabs for you to track your progress and figure out what you're missing. The game also has mod support and a nice community of modders that all develop game modes, bonus content, and some helpful plugins that will make the completion grind easier. Now let's talk about the game modes. The base game has 3 game modes: Standard, Hardcore, and Adventure mode. Standard mode is the main game mode that has almost all of the achievements tied to it. All skills are unlocked and you only have a chance to lose a piece of gear if you die. Hardcore mode is like Standard mode in every way, except you have no passive hit point regeneration, and if you die in game, it deletes your save. Adventure mode is very unique in that all of the skills are locked when you start, and you have to pay an increasing amount of gold to unlock them. You don't lose your save when you die, and only have a chance to lose a piece of gear like in Standard. You have 6 available character slots, so you're able to have one of all 3 game modes, as well as some modded characters or characters you can use for certain challenges. Let's talk about the community. The game has an awesome community. The Discord is always active and there are always people willing to answer your questions in there. They do occasional giveaways for the DLCs in the Discord as well, so I would recommend joining. I'll drop a link to the Discord in the comments below. Speaking of that, let's talk about the DLC. The game has 2 DLCs at the time of recording, both priced at $5. They are pretty well received, especially Throne of the Herald, which adds an incredible amount of in-game content for the price. Obviously, I would wait to see if you actually like the game enough to get to in-game to even consider paying for either DLC. Atlas of Discovery had a rather rocky launch, but the dev was very active in listening to community feedback and adjusting the 2 new skills it adds accordingly, so I think it's in a pretty good state at the moment. Overall, I think that if you like the game and want more content, the DLCs are a pretty good buy. Now let's get into my overall thoughts. I love Melvor Idle. It's everything I've ever wanted in an idle game and more. It's almost like you're playing an MMO but without the player interaction. It's super chill and fun, but it can be difficult at the same time. You can play with your gear sets a lot to get the exact setup you want, and whether you're going for completion or just want to become OP, there's plenty of content in Melvor Idle for everybody. I think that the game is definitely worth paying full price for. That'll be all for this review. I've been Captainblammo. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.